To truly understand the enigma of Paravicini, we have to start at the beginning, with the whispers, the early predictions that first made people sit up and realize something extraordinary was happening. These weren't vague, generalized prophecies. They were shockingly specific, drawn decades before they came to pass. Let's start with space. Long before the space race was even a concept, back when air travel was still a novelty, Paravicini was sketching images that are hard to ignore. He drew figures that looked just like astronauts walking on the moon. Think about that. Decades before Neil Armstrong took his giant leap for mankind, this artist in Argentina was putting it on paper, illustrating humans stepping onto other worlds. Was it just a flight of fancy, or something more? But his visions of space exploration didn't stop with the moon. One of his most discussed early drawings contains a simple, chillingly accurate prediction. The sketch depicts a dog, and the accompanying note reads, "The dog will be the first flyer." Now, fast forward to 1957. The Soviet Union launches Sputnik 2 into orbit. On board is a stray dog from the streets of Moscow named Laika, who tragically becomes the first living being to orbit the Earth. For those following Paravicini's work, this wasn't just a lucky guess. It was tangible proof, a specific, verifiable prophecy fulfilled. A cosmic coincidence, or a glimpse into the future, and his psychographs, as he called them, seemed to touch on every facet of the coming world. He drew about the rise of television, predicting a device that would connect the entire globe through a single screen, right in our homes. He sketched concepts that bear an uncanny resemblance to modern artificial insemination. He even drew what appears to be an atomic blast, a terrifying mushroom cloud accompanied by the words, "Humanity exhausted." Remember, this was in the 1930s. These ideas were pure science fiction, the stuff of pulp novels, not the portfolio of a respected artist. It was as if he was sketching the headlines of the 20th century before they were even written. Paravicini also appeared to have a sixth sense for major political shifts. One of his most famous drawings from 1937 shows the face of a bearded man. The caption is what makes it truly startling. "Bearded head, that will seem holy, but shall not be so, and will inflame the Antilles." Many researchers and followers look at this and see only one person, Fidel Castro. They argue it's a clear vision of Castro's rise to power in the Caribbean. But here's the kicker. When Paravicini drew this, Castro was just an unknown 11-year-old boy. How could he possibly have known? Each of these predictions that came true added another layer to the legend. They weren't just random doodles. They were building a case, piece by piece, that Benjamin Solari Paravicini wasn't just creating art. He was drawing a roadmap to a future that, somehow, only he could see. But how did he do it? Where did these visions come from? Was it a gift, a curse, or something else entirely? We're just scratching the surface of this mystery. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you find this as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. We have so much more to uncover.